Welcome back to Dartmoor. We're in our usual spot here, chilling out for a few days here, as I want. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking he's just there, just relaxing. He hasn't got his tent. What's happened? Well, I can tell you what's happened. MLD, they make such super lightweight tents, it blew away in the wind. And there isn't any wind, so it just floated. It's a super mid. It's floating above our heads. That's how big it really is, you see. The whole earth can fit inside the MLD super mid. So we have maximum protection literally from Mother Earth. A nice clear blue sky for the forecast. The forecast for once shows wall-to-wall sun. It's not supposed to rain the entire time I'm here. Basically got here yesterday. Thursday was yesterday. And we head back Sunday. And going by the forecast, and if you believe Michael Fish, it's not supposed to rain at all. I think last night there was like 3 spots of rain and that was it. So we didn't get wet last night. Now, I know you want to know what shelter I have, but we will, flaming hell, organised chaos. I'm getting too bloody old for this. Right. So first of all, of course, we have Lassie splashing around, messing up my drinking water once again. I have to make sure that she gets out of the water at least about 10 minutes before I go down there and nab me some water. There was, I don't think I've mentioned this in any other videos, but that's a sheep jaw, and all of this wool here, because when we were here last time, the water was coming up over here. You can see where the wool has been forced, you know, around this grass here. That's literally where the water level was last time. It was so wet, it's actually dropped off a bit now, and there's all this wool down here. Well, the trip before this one, there was a sheep that was no longer with us in the water, sort of literally head down in that. It's really quite deep, this water, and it kind of shows how often I must come to this same spot, because last year I dragged a poor baby lamb out of there. Luckily on that occasion I saw the farmer the next day and he came over and took his lamb back, but it was dead. I hadn't been there very long, but yeah, so this sheep was literally head down in that, completely bloated, and I thought, wow, I don't really want that sheep in this water, especially as it's still mostly intact. So yours truly somehow dragged it out to this point here 2 months ago, or 2 trips ago, which was probably 2 months ago now. And last time when I was here, there was literally just a skeleton left here, and now even the skeleton is gone and it's literally just wool, bit of wool left. So I don't know what around here will pick a sheep to the bone and then carry the skeleton away within a couple of months. But there's obviously things around here that do that. They're obviously not big, but said sheep is definitely no more. I know we've kept you waiting long enough. I know you want to know what shelter we slept in last night. The ground is a little bit damp under my feet. I'm walking barefoot, as I say, and it's not squelchy at all. It's just, you can just feel that it's marginally damp. It should start to dry off, you know, even more now. It's quite mild today, although I've still got my merino on, a fleece and a wind shirt. It's warm but not, it's still March. So what are we sleeping in? Have you put your guesses in yet? Have you put your comments down below already? And don't forget, if you're enjoying this mad nutter Englishman camping and doing silly things, and you want something a bit different to all the regular YouTube channels out there which all do very similar things. Oh, thank you very much, Lassie. Yes, I know you agree. Very similar things, and you want something a bit madder. Yes, okay, go on. Go and play then. Someone who's been doing YouTube for 10 years, maybe not as successfully as others. Go on, then go and have a play in there. Oh God, we're the same mad as I was 10 years ago. Different dog, but go on then, go and have a play in the water. Lassie, go and play in the water. Go on then. We know you want to. You see, when the camera's not on you, then you're in there the whole time, and then when the camera's on you, it's like you're waiting for the special pose or something. What are you waiting for? Go on then. You are a funny dog, Lassie. Go on then, go and have a swim. Oh dear. Okay, alright, well, we've wasted enough of your time there. Anyway, anyone who's not interested in this channel, they've probably left by... Yes, thank you, Lassie. They've probably left by now. So normal review, normal service will now resume. Okay, well, okay, you ready? Okay, there we go. Basically, I just brought the bivvy. Now, I'm not so stupid as to not have a tarp with me, so I did bring the tarp. I've got the Grace Solo tarp with me. But basically, we just use it. The weather's so nice. I thought, well, we may as well just, you know, rough it, you know, a little bit more. So we've obviously made ourselves at home around here. So I pretty much put every single thing inside at the head end up there. So the only thing I left out was my clothes, as in my trousers and shoes, because I'm not expecting rain. So I just covered them up there with that bit of Cuban there to give them some protection from dew. And obviously water I left out. But my tea stuff and the cooking pot I left out, of course. But the tea stuff I put inside, the GoPros, the battery stuff I put inside, obviously my crackers over there I put inside. So you know, pretty much everything went inside. What I had done, and you can see that we have shifted a bit. I had put the bivvy sort of in line with this mat, you know, with this rucksack here. The Osprey Talon 44 pack for the YouTube algorithms. So we put the Osprey Talon 44 pack here. I might just move that over that way, because I think this is probably a more natural line for the bivvy to go in, because it's kind of how it's ended up that way. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I have put my mat, my foam mat, under there, just to give me a little bit more room in the bivvy. I might take that mat out and put it under the bivvy, but realistically there was plenty of room in there last night. I didn't have to do it up completely. I did it up so the mesh was open or closed, but you know what I mean. So that was kind of yeah, and I slept like a blooming log last night. I think I fell asleep at about 9:30, and then I woke up, I don't know, about 8 o'clock this morning, 8:30 this morning, and I closed my eyes for a few minutes after that until about 9ish, and then I sort of thought, oh well, I'm half awake now, so I'll and then I basically kind of wake up and then I basically just brought a few bits out so that I've got things around me, and then obviously these bits can come inside, you know, later on. So I have made porridge, so I think the next thing I need to do, is to have my porridge, which is in here, there, already made, and it's not too, for the porridge experts out there, as I think Lassie would agree, it's just about the right consistency. Well, we can't be doing cuddles when you're like that, Lassie. You're too wet. You're absolutely soaked. I think me being outside, literally outside, is sort of confused her, because she's not normally making this funny whining sound or anything. Oh, Lassie, you are funny. I'm gonna have a porridge. Hang on a minute, let's go and say hello to Lassie. Wait there a minute, Lassie. Oh, hang on, because people are more interested in you, Lassie, than they are me. Come here, come here. Yeah, you're wet and... Oh, wet. Oh, dribbly. Go on then. Go on then. Yes, you're on camera. Go on then, have a swim. Go on then, have a swim. Yes, in the water. You can go in now. You go in when I say you can go in, and when you decide you're going to go in, but just don't go in when I say don't go in. It's quite simple. Go on then, have a swim. Oh dear, what a funny dog. I better have a porridge before it gets cold. Alright. Anyway, we're very cozy here. This is the this is the life, isn't it? I think what I'm going to do is I got another foam mat. I think I'm going to put it in this area, kind of around here. Then I can stick my feet out, and then they're not getting, you know, damp on the grass. Although they'll dry out super quick. But you know, I'm here for a couple of days, so I may as well make myself at home somewhat. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Good evening, everybody. As you can see, we still have the world's largest MLD shelter. In fact, it is so big you can't even see it. It's so big. That's the shelter I'm talking about. and it's a blue colour. It's the new MLD blue shelter, really. And it's so vast, it fits the whole of Dartmoor in it. And of course, potentially a few rain clouds. So to be on the safe side, we've got the MLD eVent bivvy, and it's keeping us nice and cozy. Now, as usual, we haven't gone anywhere or really done so much, but we're in camp, we're relaxing, chilling out, having fun. That's what life is all about. I just thought before it got dark, the sun is setting, the sun is set, so we've got about half an hour of twilight. As you can see, I've put my packs down there. We've kind of shifted again a little bit, but not too much. What I've done is I've put the foam mat down here outside, so we have that little bit of extra room inside. This is the size large bivvy, so realistically we don't need that foam mat outside, but I thought it's worth trying it and see how it gets on. Lassie, waggy, 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 waggy. But it has cooled off now. It's been quite warm. Come around here, this side, over here, around here. It's been quite warm all day today. This morning I had my sort of long sleeve merino and wind shirt on for half the day, and then I put my jumper on under the wind shirt, and then about an hour and a half or so ago I put my insulated jacket on because it was starting to get a bit nippy. Now I've actually got inside, now the sun has really gone down, I've had to put my gloves on because it's a bit on the chilly side, and I've got inside the sleeping bag because it is definitely cooled off. Of course, because we don't have a tarp or a tent over us, so we've got all of the breezes and everything coming through. Not that it's exactly windy. Hobbsy in his tarp in a storm. Let's see. Hobbsy and his bivvy in a storm. Hobbs's tarp blew away. Let's see. Hobbs's tarp blew away. And so because it's a bit, because we're a bit exposed, you can't beat some exposure. Because we're a bit exposed, then obviously we've had to put the gloves on, you know, just to keep their hands warm, because they're definitely cooling off. Go on then, go and have a swim, because they're definitely cooling off. And I shall put my hood up as well, and you know, keep my head warm like that. And once I've done that and done the zip up on the sleeping bag, and then kind of brought the sleeping bag up to, you know, about here or something like that, and tucked my jacket in the sleeping bag, then it's surprising actually, it kind of warms up. I'm gonna make a soup in a minute, get some hot food inside my tummy, and that will most definitely warm me up. I doubt it'll be any colder than last night, so we should be fine. We were okay last night pretty much. I mean, it got like cool, but certainly not, I slept right through. I slept right through. Oh, I slept like a log last night. Oh, I was so tired. I slept like a log. But yeah, I slept very well last night. So yeah, it's very cozy. I'm kind of partly hoping that at some point, you know, it actually rains, and then I can sort of duck inside and, you know what it's like to be like cocooned and what it's like, you know, in the rain. But I'm equally quite happy and more than happy, you know, given that I've had literally 6 or more months, September, October, November, December, January, February, and we were camping in earlier March, I think, you know, like 6, 7 months of rain. I'm kind of like, you know, quite happy to chill out in the sun. Oh dear, it's been an interesting fun day. Anyway, I'm probably going to say nighty-nighty. I've done a video on some, not tips, because everybody does tips, but I've done a video on, you know, on a beginner's, you know, who's never camped before, and a beginner's thing, but it turned out to be about 45 minutes of recording, so I might end up, you know, putting it out as 2 videos perhaps. It might be a bit too long, one long video, although even 45 minutes kind of can get edited down quite a bit, but I might end up doing it as 2. We'll kind of see once I get home. Anyway, I think soup and then pasta, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, Lassie's been in the water again. Look at you dripping away there. Good girl. She made her little nest over in that grass over there. Oh, Lassie. All right. We'll catch up soon.